let's say that you want to have a list of journals along with their SJR or their rankings, H index, and few other details. And we want to have those journals specific to your area of interest or your research interest. So in this case, I'm going to Scimago. This is the website. You can just go there, click on journal rank or journal ranking, and then you choose the necessary fields you want to choose here. Okay, in this case, we are using economics area. You can change it around if you want. And then you click on download data. You will get a downloaded file which will look like this. This is the file you get. One of the issues with this file, if you look at it carefully, in the first cell of the first row, you have everything there. The header is in one single row. So if I click on any other column or any other cell in the first row, you don't find anything there. And if you go to the second row, first cell, you have some data here and then followed by some other data in the next cell and keeps going. So the data is split over multiple cells for the remaining rows, but not for the very first row. Right? So I'm going to go to a cell or a column which is empty. So let's say I choose column N. And then I'm going to write a small formula here because I want to split this data into respective fields. If I want to select this and go to data here on the Excel and say text to columns and choose delimited, go next, make sure you select semicolon and you go next. Now if I click finish, it will complain that there's already data there because if I expand this, it's going to override some of these cells here. And I have to create empty columns. I can create empty columns like this, keep on creating empty columns, and then I can do it. But it will be a very difficult task because I don't know how many columns I really need. It will become much difficult for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the column N. I'm going to write a formula here. I say TEXTJOIN and I need a delimiter. Delimiter is an empty delimiter. There's nothing there. I say true means you want to ignore any empty cells. And from A2 until let's say H2. So if your data until H2, I'm selecting H2. Okay. Close the bracket, press enter. So if you look at this now, it has one single cell which contains everything here. And the next cells are empty. Okay. Why did I put empty here and not semicolon? The reason I delimited with empty one is because this part here, like 19455 whatever, and the remaining here 19455 should be in one single field. Similarly, 13 and 528 should be in one. It is 13,528 in one single field. So once you have done this, you just drag down all the way to the end of the rows there. Okay. So once that is done, now we have it. So you have a single cell, has all the data for each of these records. And go to the very first cell, copy it, paste it here. Now you select the whole thing. And then if you now try to do the same data with text to columns, you will see it is going to split the formula and not your data. So just cancel this. Go back, select the whole column N, copy it, paste it as a value in column O, for example. You can paste it anywhere, but I'm just using column O here. Then select column O now, go to data, go to text to column, select delimited, make sure you have the semicolon selected here, click finish. So now you will find each of them is in a single column, right? You have them there. The one you need is there. And if you find this 1.99 E10, just expand it a bit. You will see the actual source ID there. Now that you have all this data here, okay, the data is from O column until to the end. You can remove, you can delete all the other columns. This is your actual data. So you'll find Q1s here, then you will see Q2, Q3, and whatsoever. Right. So this makes you easier to now search and do whatever you want to do. Right. So original data was not in a format which is easy for you to use. So we are just converting into a format that could help you. Thank you.